Hey guys, it's Sonia here, aka Rookie Mom. Thanks for tuning in my last video. I want you guys to keep subscribing. I want you guys to view all the videos that I'm posting. Damien's napping. Awesome. Not gonna last very long. He likes to cuddle. I guess that's my fault. At night he sleeps by himself. I don't do this co-up sleeping business. I have a dog. His name's Alvin. He likes to sleep with us, and I can't, like, you know what, everyone's like, oh, you're gonna have a baby and the dog's gonna feel neglected, he's gonna get jealous, he's gonna get angry. I've never had that issue with Alvin. My dog is 10 years old, Shih Tzu poodle mix, don't know what else he is in there. He's the most, I wouldn't say docile, but he's very chill. He's like a permanent stoner. He just sleeps all day. He has nipped a few people. Sorry guys, you know who you are. But other than that, he's just chills. He doesn't care for life. He's the type of dog that doesn't want to cuddle, that doesn't want to, he doesn't want affection. He'll come to you when he wants it. But since he was a pup, he slept with me. And I'm not saying I can't give that up. That's a me and my dog time. I don't want him to feel like, oh, now the baby's here, you're done, you're gone. So I've had Damien in a bassinet. I have Damien in a crib, so he sleeps by himself at night. The only thing is I like to cuddle with him during the day. He's so warm and so good. He's like a cat. He just purrs. Doesn't really purr, but you know what I mean. Just want to squeeze him. Anywho, he's napping. Do apologize for the hair. It's not cooperating with me today. You know what it is? It's cold. For all the girls that know, that have nappy hair like I do, when it's cold and your hair is straight, it's not frizzy, it's staticky. And it doesn't want to cooperate. And that's what's happening now because it's so cold in Toronto. The weather goes from, I think last week we had like 7 degrees, and the next day we had -20. What the hell? So now my hair has a mind of its own, and it's regrowing from the loss that I had a few months ago, and now everywhere I have like jerry curls. It's so bad. That's why I'm straightening my hair, because if I don't, it's just like a jerry curl strip. It's so bad. But yeah, so thanks for tuning in on my last video. Just to recap, I hate this phrase, I want to introduce myself. That's all I hear is Jay-Z's song now. It's a Jay-Z song. So pretty much introduce myself. I want to call out everyone and tell them to join and let me know what you guys want to hear and see and what we're going to go over. That was our first video. So yeah, so what we're going to go over today is the first few months of the pregnancy. So your prenatals, your doctor visits. I did a cross-Canada trip. It was by choice, but we already pre-booked it. So when we found out, it was, I think, a week before we left. Everything was paid for. I was looking forward to it. I didn't want to miss this opportunity because when you and your partner are both working full-time jobs, you're going to take whatever vacation you both can get. That's just how it is. So I didn't want to give that up. Our scare in the beginning, that made everything more real and more nerve-wracking and more cautious. Cautious the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I'll figure that out later. So, to start us off, the way we got pregnant. I mean, okay, you guys know how to get pregnant. I'm not going to go over the detail. But I've been on birth control 10 years, I would say, maybe even more. When we went to our doctor, my gynecologist, she advised me that when you guys are ready to start trying, come and see me before you do, because you need to get on prenatal, you need to get on birth control, all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, got time. I've read online, I've heard from friends, a lot of my girlfriends, not girlfriends, but friends of friends, they either got pregnant really quick or some have been still trying to conceive. And at this age, it's technically it's a gamble, and I hate gambling, but it's a gamble of when you will get pregnant, and it's hard. So when we decided to get off birth control was end of May. So one of my girlfriends got married end of May. I'm like, you know what? It's gonna take at least a year. That's what I've been told. It takes at least a minimum of a year because your system needs to change back to normal. Your hormones, all this stuff has to go back to itself, and then you can start trying. So we got off the pill in end of May, or let's just say June. Got off in June, and we were not protecting we weren't preventing from having a baby. I knew it would take at least a year, if maybe more, because God knows how long it could take. Some people are still trying after a few years. June passed, July was passing, and I got my period in June. July, it was late. I would assume the period should be coming on time because I've been regular for 10 years. But it wasn't coming, but I was feeling like it was going to come any minute. Guys, ladies, when you are pregnant, the symptoms are cramping, as if you're going to get your period, tired, like fatigue. Someone's calling. Hello? Can I call you back? I'm filming. Don't yell at me. Okay, bye. Okay, I will. Okay, bye. I don't know if you guys heard that. She yelled at me. Woman! I'll call you back, I promise. Yeah, so those are the symptoms. You're gonna feel tired, you're gonna feel cramping, all the symptoms that you're gonna get of a period is the symptoms of being pregnant. That's all I have to say is, I didn't know this, and I just happened to be talking to my cousin in Germany, and she's just like, I'm telling her my symptoms, and she's like, honey, I think you're pregnant. And I'm like, no, I just got the pill like last month. What, are you crazy? And she's like, no, what's your symptoms? I'm like, well, I feel like it's gonna come any minute. Like, you know that feeling it's just gonna flow. You're going to get any minute. Like, you're crossing your legs, praying to God, you're not gonna like leak. So I went to Shoppers Drug Mart, that's in Toronto, in Canada. And I went there, got the pregnancy test, took 2 tests, supposed to take 1 in the morning, took 2 tests in the evening because clearly I'm impatient. And it came out positive. So me and my husband are overjoyed, scared, all this stuff. I started taking prenatals. I didn't think I'd get pregnant so fast, so I started taking prenatals at the day I found out, got the pills, threw up from that. I can't take pills. Googled a bunch of stores to see if there's gummy forms. I found gummies on Amazon, and I got that. I think it was like $15. Smelled like feet, but it wasn't that bad. But I couldn't take prenatals. I couldn't. I've tried different gummies even. I've tried, there's so many. There's this one, there's this one, there's this one, there's that one. I've tried these ones. I couldn't do it. So I went to my doctor. You have to see your doctor the minute you find out, by the way. And then every month from that point forward. And I told her I can't take these prenatals because I think I took them for about a month, actually, or 2 months. And my stomach started to feel very bloated and very gassy. And I felt all up in this. I didn't feel like myself. I didn't like the feeling I was getting from these prenatals. So I stopped. I want you guys to go see your doctor and see what works for you. What works for you may not work for me, and vice versa. Now, what prenatals are, they're vitamins. They are nutrients. They're what the baby takes from you, the prenatals give back to you, kind of thing. So I just upped my dose in terms of vegetable, fruits, dairy, poultry, whatever, meat, anything that I upped it. And that seemed to help a lot. The only thing is, I was kind of bummed I had no weird cravings throughout my entire pregnancy. I wanted the whole pickle and the ice cream. I want something to creep out my husband, or gross him out rather. And I had nothing, which was a bummer. It was whatever. The pregnancy is not what I thought it would be. I thought I was going to have these strange feelings, these strange, all this stuff. Nothing. It was normal. I did have morning sickness. No, correction. I had all day sickness. Morning, noon, and night. All day. So it didn't really matter what people said, oh, you're just going to have morning sickness for the first few minutes. No, it was all day. I had to ask my boss if I can work from home a couple times because I couldn't do it. It was just, I think the first 3 months was really hard for me. In the beginning, when we found out we were pregnant, we had booked our cross-Canada trip. And we went to the East Coast, I think it was. I'm not very good there. I think it was East Coast. North, south, east, west. So we went to Ottawa, we went to Montreal, we went to Quebec. I think Montreal and Quebec were the best because it was just such an old school French kind of vibe. I loved it. Then we went to Fredericton, we went to Moncton, we went to PEI, we went to Halifax. We went all the way out. I'll post some photos through this chatter that I'm doing so you guys see where we went. We went to the Red Beach, low tide, high tide it had. Like, it was cool. It was very neat that this is all in Canada. So that was the first few months. And then I think it was like our 2 months in or 3 months in, we went for an ultrasound to see how the baby's doing. And they, you know, when they go quiet is when you should start wondering what's going on. And one of the nurses, or the technician, I guess, that was doing the ultrasound, she went really quiet. She started going like more and like harder against my stomach too, saying how there's water in the back of my baby's neck. There's these markers. There's all this. None of this makes sense to me, but I'm trying to grab onto anything I can. And she's talking about how there's water behind his neck, which can lead to possibly Down syndrome. And then she started going off saying how we're going to do some more tests just to see what's going on. All this stuff just all into me. And I broke down. I'm pretty sure I cried because as a mom, you are responsible for the life within you. Everything, I don't even know how to explain the feeling and the terror that you get knowing all this. And the doctor rather, she's like, you know what, we have two options. Option one, we could do blood work and do another ultrasound more in depth, which was very fun. Second option, which is probably the last resort, is where they insert a needle into the sac and withdraw blood from him. That was the last option just because there is a very high risk of having a miscarriage, and I didn't want that. They make you drink this orange liquid. It was literally as if, geez, Damien, he woke up. It was literally the liquid from an popsicle, an orange popsicle that melted, and they kept it in a cup. And it was a good, I think it was like the size of a can, and you have to drink all that within 5 minutes. It's all sugar. That's all it is. It's just sugar, straight sugar. I felt so blah after. Like, I was lethargic. I didn't want to deal with nothing. I just wanted to like lay there. Everyone has different reactions. I've read online. Some women got sick. Some women got hyper. Everyone was different. For me, I was like a zombie. I'm like, ugh. From that point, we did the blood work. I'm pacing back and forth for the next week and a half, and finally the doctor, or the nurse rather, calls me and she's like, hey, listen, so you guys, we did the ultrasound, we noticed that he has a nose, like a bridge, and unfortunately a lot of kids that have Down syndrome have a flatter nose. Now, I'm not a doctor, I don't know if this is for every child that has Down syndrome, but for the most commonly known is there's no nose, like no cartilage, or I've never broken my nose, bone or whatever is in here, and there's something missing in that area, and they pretty much said you have 1 in 100,000% of anything being wrong with the baby. I'm like, whew, great. I started crying, obviously, because everything's changing. I cry all the time, and I still cry all the effing time over the dumbest things. I still cry. This is us. Holy, I cry every episode. I can't. And I'm crying like, I hate this show. All the time. My husband will vouch for this. I'm a hot mess with This Is Us. An amazing show. Love it. But shit, it hits you right in the heart. Especially if you have a kid. You understand. Like, when they go to kill. I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to cry. And finally, we could start enjoying the pregnancy once we knew he was okay. I found out the sex of the baby, not because I wanted to, but I found out a bit sooner. because when they do all that intense blood work, they're able to find out the gender of the baby. Me and my husband originally said we will, I don't know if we said we won't want to know, or maybe we wanted to have a revealing party. Again, this is me. I'm impatient. So this doctor opens the little folder and she's like, I know the sex of the baby. Would you like to... Before she finishes the sentence, I'm like, tell me. Woman, just tell me. I didn't even care. I didn't even want her to finish the sentence. Literally, she's like, so I know the gender of the baby. Would you like... Yes, tell me. What is it? And in the back of my head, I'm like, Romy. Romy's my husband. I'm like, my husband, Romy, he needs to know, he has to be here. I'm like, no, tell me. It was literally like, I had two voices in my, I don't have voices, but you get it. Like, I was fighting with myself. And she's like, it's a boy. And I'm like, yes, I knew it. I had maybe nothing, but I had a dream a few weeks ago that it was a boy. Like, I knew it was a boy. I didn't see his face, but I knew it was a boy. And the shape of my belly, everyone's like, oh, you're gonna have a girl. I had some woman tell me to sit down on the floor and get up like 3 times. Like, you're having a girl. I'm like, no, I'm having a boy. I know I'm having a boy. This is before I found out it was a boy. She's like, no, you're having a girl. I'm like, okay. She's like, just by the way you're getting up from the floor, like, I was sitting, and she's like, get up. And I got up. She's like, no, sit back down. I sat back there. She's like, get up. So I got up. She's like, you're having a girl. No hesitation. I'm like, I feel like it's a boy. She's like, no. She's like, I've never been wrong. If I'm wrong, you call me, you let me know. When I found out it was a boy, I told my mama, call that woman. Tell her it's a boy. It was some weird thing. She's like, just by the way you're getting up, it's a girl. No, I've been getting up like this for the last 29 years. I don't know what you're talking about. Every woman is different. Women, ladies, honeys, do not look at each other. Do not compare each other. Do not sit there and critique each other depending on the size of the belly, the shape of the belly, the height of the belly, the angle of the belly, the color of the... No, everybody is different. I gained all my weight in the belly, and it was like a ball. Again, some women that have girls have the same shape. Some women that have boys have the same shape. Do not compare yourselves to one another. You are not the same person. And that's the first 3 months, I guess, of my pregnancy with Damien. So prenatal, guys, I recommend you speak to your doctor. If they strongly recommend taking them, take them. It's at the end of the day your call. You take what you feel comfortable with. I didn't feel comfortable with prenatals. It made my stomach very bloated and very hard. Like, it was just a very solid kind of a rock feeling. I didn't like that feeling. I didn't like it, so I stopped it. I took that chance. I made up for it. I doubled my intake of vegetables and my fruits, and that was okay for me. Look who's up. I swear he knows when I'm filming. Right? This guy's too much. He's actually 9 months. He's 9 months. 9 months. All he wants to do is walk all day. Yeah. Look at yourself, big guy. Go look at yourself. It's okay. You want to say hi to the people? Hi. Oh my god. You're just a drooling machine. Yeah, he's 9 months. No teeth, guys. No teeth. He's an old man with no teeth. I was at a dentist, and she said not to worry, that the later the teeth, the better, actually, because they come in straighter. And they can all come at once, so you don't have to do the every few weeks of a new tooth and all that crying stuff. So I'm gonna have to soldier up and take one for the team when he does get his teeth come through. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Yeah, he says subscribe, guys. That's him saying subscribe. Thumbs up. Can you do a thumbs up? No, okay. Okay. He wants to go for a walk. This is him going for a walk. I don't want to 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 walk. No. He's looking for my hand so we can go for a walk. No. You're so funny. Oh, that was all drool. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned to next video. Next week, we should be talking about the middle or second trimester, rather. My son is literally going in circles. What do you want from my life? yeah, so thanks, guys. See you soon. I'm gonna feed this monkey. Oh, and he's just drooling. Oh, here. Ah, no, not my hair pulling. All right, guys. So see you later. Bye. Can you say bye, YouTube? Bye. Oh, bye. Eat your hand.